Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Taking some ice off the parking area right here.
This spot right here never gets any sun. Cleaned off the trucks, left some snow on it, kind of tracked it in, turned into a sheet of ice.
Yeah, the Kubota is like a Zamboni. It's like a Kubota Zoni.
That blade works good though. It peels that right off of there because it's going to get very, very cold. And we wanted to get this off of here, but we did have one little incident. Huh, Melissa?
1.5.
1.5 incident.
I slipped and fell. Or not really fell. I did a catch, so we'll see about the editing if it makes it or not. Or maybe you could put a blooper at the end, Mike.
Yeah.
Lighten up and give the people a laugh.
Yeah.
But the other funny thing, I'm standing over here, he goes, raise up the hoop. I'm like, okay, fine. I raise up the hoop. I'm standing between the hoop and the picnic table. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, he's getting pretty close to the picnic table. And I'm looking at him. Mike Morgan does not want Melissa Morgan hand gestures during
That's not true. That's not true.
The tractor. And I'm like, okay, he knows what he's doing. And crunch. I'm like,
but what happened was I was backing back into this corner here, and I was looking at the rear blade so I didn't hit the house. I just had to move the basketball hoop up, and my tire caught the picnic table there a little bit.
So stay tuned for the next video of how to build a picnic table.
Oh, quick little repair. Quick. But you know what's funny? Somebody the other day said to me in a comment, they said, don't you ever like hit anything? We never see you smash anything on video. I said, very seldom
He doesn't.
do I do. And then I said, knock on wood, but I never do that. And yeah, I just caught it with that with the bars on the tire there a little bit and kind of jacked up the bench part. But that's like a nice miniature picnic table. Yeah, so there you have it. That's the damage. I never even knew I hit it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Until you start waving your arms.
No, I just simply said, stop.
That bottom brace needs fixed there a little bit, but
A little bit.
it'll be all right.
It's more like a teeter-totter now.
Yeah. That's a nice little picnic table. I'll fix it.
Famous last words here at the Morgan household. I'll fix it.
You got a kick out of that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's your answer. I occasionally do break something, but not very often. I think I jinxed me the other day when they mentioned that in the comments. But anyway, I've been spending the day kind of preparing for the cold weather. You know, a lot of times you don't think you have much to do, but I've just been greasing stuff, fueling everything up, all the things that I don't feel like doing when it's in the single digits, you know what I mean? So next on the agenda, I'm going to go down to my sister's in the tractor. I didn't plow her driveway the other day. They've got four-wheel drive vehicles and stuff, but it's kind of like this parking area right here, and if you don't get it off now, it'll be a real mess when it freezes solid. It'll be. But right now it's what, about 32 degrees. They said it was going to get up to like 36, 38 today. I don't think that's going to happen. But
you know what? There's wind, and that's where it catches you, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and the wind's bringing in the cold air. So
oh, yeah.
That's what's happening. Meteorologist Mike is calling it now. But anyway, that's it for now. I'll take you along down to my sister's place, and she's got a real long driveway. It's pretty rough, so we'll have our work cut out for us there.
All right. If you have a couple extra minutes, go to Morgan's Off the Leash. That's my channel. Check out my most recent video, number 49. I have number 50 coming out soon. Yeah, 50 whole videos. You'll be entertained, I guarantee.
Only like 960 to catch up. kind of like a combination of ice removal, snow removal, and grading the driveway. But this rear blade's actually working out really good. This driveway is really rough. Down here, they have a lot of clay, and we don't have that up where we live. I mean, it's only a couple thousand feet to where I live, but it's up on the hill, and we have all that good shale. And this driveway here has eaten stone for decades, actually probably almost a century, and it needs completely reworked, and the ditch is all done. We'll do that this summer sometime. Having the excavator with that 4-foot ditching bucket will work really good for cleaning out the ditches. But for right now, this is working out good. I'm getting a lot of the snow and ice off, and actually kind of grading it up a little bit, knocking that hump off the center. Works pretty good. And this tractor is big enough. It's not, you know, not throwing you around in here or anything. Nice and smooth. Plenty of weight here. I was just thinking, you know, for years and years, everybody had just a rear blade on their tractor. You didn't see too many box blades or land planes or anything like that. And everybody seemed to get by. And then everyone started buying box blades. And then the last 5 years or so, land planes became real popular for grading driveways. And they both work great, you know, for moving dirt, leveling things up, and smoothing out your driveway. But there is something to be said for a rear blade, especially on a driveway like this. It's kind of rough like that. If I came down here with a side-by-side and tried plowing this driveway, I'd probably rip the blade off of it. It's pretty rough. But plus, you can use these things for like backfilling. They're just nice to have around, and they're not real expensive. So, yeah, something to be said about having a rear blade on a tractor. All right, I made it back up to the house. I'm going to head down here to the wood pile and take this rear blade off. Also going to get the conveyor ready to start splitting some firewood this weekend. And I may even put the skidding winch on the tractor. With the cold weather that's coming in, I'd like to try to get some of those red pines out of the woods. And the next 2 weeks look really good for that type of work. I'm looking over there across the valley. Usually that big doe's over there. I don't see her over there right now. Actually, I do. She's over there. That deer's always over there. Can you see her over there? Right there in the middle of the screen. The deer's always over there watching me work. Usually she's about another 20-30 yards up the hill. But it's kind of funny. It's pretty windy today. So she went down the hill just a bit. Probably helps stay out of that wind some. So the skidding winch, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's quick hitch compatible, but I take it off. I do. There's some serious pulling going on with that winch, and I'm just going to take it off and hook it directly to the tractor. Pretty good there, huh? right, I got the skidding winch on. If you're new to our channel, you may not have seen this before. This is a Wallenstein FX85 skidding winch. It has, I think, 165 or 175 feet of cable in it. And it's got this blade kind of thing on the bottom here. Set that down on the ground. You run your cable out. Got choker chains. I even have a self-releasing snatch block. When you need to take a tree up a hill, you know, kind of go around things, it works fantastic. I'll find one of those old videos and put it up above. You can see this thing work. But this is an amazing tool. I literally just changed the tractor over from snow and ice removal to a log skidder. I really did. This is a 55 horsepower tractor, the MX 5400. And with this skidding winch right here, I can pull logs up from that valley down there, you know, sit on one of the trails up top. I mean, big oak logs. I can pull them from the bottom right up to the top with this. Between this and the excavator now, there's really not a tree that's out of reach for me on the property right now. You know, and we have some real steep hills, some steep valleys. But this is a great attachment right here. All right, I got the, put the forks on here. I'm going to run over to neighbor Cliff's, and he's got an empty basket over there. I got a little trail that goes right from my place to his. I'll go grab that basket, and we're pretty much set up for wood cutting. All right, I got the empty basket from neighbor Cliff's. I'm going to take it down below here. Once we get down here, I'll kind of tell you what my plans are for it. Alright, what I'll do tomorrow, I'll move the conveyor over here and the log splitter. And what I'm thinking, we can sit right there with the excavator, grab those logs, swing them around, cut them up right onto the log splitter, into the conveyor, and then some of them will go in that firewood basket. The nice straight pieces for like bundle firewood, we'll start filling up a couple of those baskets for that. So that's kind of the plan. Everyone around here is talking about how cold it's going to get, but it's not like we live in North Dakota or Alaska or something like that. I talked to a guy one time, I knew him, he worked on an oil rig in North Dakota, and he said it was just unbelievable. He never experienced cold like that. And he said it was real windy as well. It was a pretty rough time. But it's supposed to get down into the single digits and below zero here and there. Now, I remember, I don't know, 4 years ago, maybe one winter, we had about 2 weeks. And I remember we were trying to build a well pad, and it was about 19, 20 below zero. I mean, in the middle of the day, and windy and cold. And the contractor I had working, they just leave their stuff run around the clock. They were just working day shift, but they'd have a guy out there at night just checking on it. But they had to keep everything running. It was so cold. But anyway, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Not so much the cold, but I'm looking forward to what comes after that. And that is March. And springtime will be right around the corner at that point. But anyway, we had a pretty good afternoon here. Got a lot of little things taken care of. And like I said earlier, everything's fueled up, greased. I'm good to go. So we'll be cutting some wood this weekend. And next week we'll be getting some trees out of the woods with the skidding winch here. And I think that's about it for today's video. I appreciate you all being here. And like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, share them with your friends. Thanks.